is News Hour on Ifako Radio. Good morning, I'm Olani Etiololade. The major headlines: free healthcare for low-income pensioners. WAEC under fire as results portal goes down. Torrents of tributes for media icon Doyin Abiola. Sports: Olapade promises unforgettable 2027 African School Games. Entertainment: Abuja Airport incident. Wasiu Ayinde breaks silence. Denies alcohol. Unruly conduct claims. I've never toasted any girl. My wife chased me. Josh too funny. News in detail. Free healthcare for low-income pensioners. SUCO is on the way for low-income retirees under the Contributory Pension Scheme. They are to access free healthcare soon. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu gave the directive yesterday for the immediate rollout of the scheme for the retirees. He described the initiative as a critical component of social protection and dignity in retirement. The president announced the program after being briefed on the activities of the National Pension Commission by its chief executive, Ms. Omolola Olowo-Ronron, at the State House in Abuja. According to the presidential spokesman, Mr. Bayo Onanuga, the president called for the prompt implementation of the long overdue pension increases and a minimum pension guarantee, which would provide a safety net for the most vulnerable pensioners under the CPS. Money laundering. EFCC launches probe into real estate. Digging deeper into its core function of preventing money laundering, the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission has identified real estate as an avenue for the diversion of stolen funds. The anti-graft agency's chief executive said yesterday that investigations have begun into the acquisition of estates around the country. Ola Olukoyede said, "What we have been able to find out is that most of these estates are funded by civil servants who have stolen money." He spoke in Abuja at a policy dialogue on critical issues affecting Nigeria's real estate ecosystem. It was organized by an Abuja-based law firm, The Law Corridor. Olukoyede said the commission had secured the forfeiture of 15 of such properties. He said some of the civil servants abandoned the properties when they no longer have access to illicit funds, with some buildings left uncompleted for as long as 20 years. He called for the operationalization of the beneficial ownership register to provide information about those behind corporate entities and investments, particularly in real estate. WAEC under fire as results portal goes down. The West African Examination Council has come under renewed fire following the temporary shutdown of its result checker portal on Wednesday evening, a move it attributed to technical issues. The announcement posted via WAEC's official X handle at WAEC Nigeria sparked fresh criticism as many Nigerians continue to express outrage over the poor performance recorded in 2025 West African Senior School Certificate Examination, particularly in English language. WAEC hereby informs the general public that the result checker portal at waecdirect.org is temporarily shut down due to technical issues. However, the council is working assiduously to ensure that candidates are able to access their results in the next 24 hours. We apologize for any inconvenience this might have caused you, the notice read. Wednesday's notice that further fueled speculation and public discontent over the examination's body credibility, especially after Monday's announcement that only 38.32% of the 1,969,313 candidates who sat the 2025 WAEC obtained credits and above in 5 subjects, including English language and mathematics, the worst performance recorded in a decade. Torrents of tributes for media icon Doyin Abiola. Media icon Dr. Amidat Doyinsola Abiola, who died on Tuesday night in Lagos yesterday, received a torrent of tributes. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu described her as a trailblazer and champion of democracy, who fought with courage against the military rule. Dr. Abiola, 82, was widow of the late business mogul Basharu Moshood Kashimawo Olawale Abiola. the winner of the June 12, 1993 presidential election. Dr. Abiola was the first female to be appointed newspaper editor by the Concord Press Limited, where she rose to becoming the managing director and editor-in-chief. Before then, she was features editor of the Daily Times. She was the editor-in-chief of the Concord Group during the struggle of the actualization, the 1993 presidential election, won by her late husband. The late Abiola was denied victory by the military government of the General Ibrahim Babangida. He was incarcerated by the administration of the late General Sani Abacha. "2027, not yet our turn to produce president," Umahi tell Igbos. Minister of Works Dave Umahi has said the South-East region should not expect to produce Nigeria's president in the 2027 general elections. In a statement issued on Monday, Umahi called on the South-East to support President Bola Tinubu's re-election bid, noting that the president has demonstrated fairness and commitment to the region, especially in infrastructure development. Umahi's remark were in response to an online publication which he described as an attempt to misrepresent the Tinubu's administration's engagement with the South-East. "I understand that politics is now in the air, and the chosen path by some persons is to deceive unsuspecting members of the public," he said. "They want to look like heroes while ignoring the great and selfless infrastructure development Mr. President is doing across the nation." It disclosed that all regional directors in the Ministry of Works had been instructed to revisit project sites and document progress on both inherited and new projects, to provide Nigerians with a clearer picture of the administration's efforts irrespective of political leanings. According to Umahi, President Tinubu is driving national unity through equitable infrastructure distribution. Only those who open their eyes will see the light of change in Nigeria, he added. Sports. Olakpade promises unforgettable 2027 African School Games. Director General of the National Sports Commission, Bukola Olakpade, has promised that Nigeria will deliver a spectacular 2027 African School Games after winning the bid ahead of countries like Kenya and South Africa. Nigeria has officially been awarded the hosting rights for the 7th edition of the Games, which will take place in 2027. The country finished fourth at the maiden edition, which ended in Algeria on Tuesday. Team Nigeria entered the first African School Games with an impressive 25 medals, comprising 6 gold, 10 silver, and 9 bronze medals across 10 different sports, behind hosts Algeria, followed by Egypt and Tunisia. In a symbolic moment during the closing ceremony, the Association of National Olympics Committees of Africa and hosts Algeria formally handed over the host flag to Nigeria, signifying the country's emergence as the official host of the 2nd African School Games in 2027. Entertainment. Abuja Airport Incident. Wasiu Ayinde breaks silence, denies alcohol unruly conduct claims. Veteran Fuji musician King Wasiu Ayinde Marshal, popularly known as K1 The Ultimate or Kwam1, has reacted to claims that he acted unruly during a disagreement at the Abuja airport on Tuesday, which led to the suspension of Value Jet airline crew. It was reported that the Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority on Wednesday announced the suspension of Value Jet pilots over safety violations. Also, the Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria and the Value Jet airline have reacted to the incident, with fans stating that the matter remains under investigation. Reacting to controversy, the Fuji star, in a statement issued by his media aide, Kunle Rashid, stated that the narrative he displayed unruly conduct while attempting to board the Value Jet airline is exaggerated and misleading. The statement explained that the liquid drink in the Kwam1's flask, which led to the controversy, was never alcoholic but drinking water, given to him at the airport lounge while he waited to board the aircraft. He further claimed that contrary to reports that Kwam1's unruly conduct led to the pilot suspension, the Fuji star was the victim of the incident. I've never toasted any girl. My wife chased me. Josh Tufoni. Popular Nigerian comedian Chibuike Josh Alfred, widely known as Josh Tufoni, has revealed that he has never initiated a romantic relationship, including the one with his wife. Speaking during an interview on Niger FM, The skit maker and actor disclosed that in all his past relationships, it was the woman who made the first move. I've never toasted any girl in my life. Even my wife, now she toasted me, he said. She just saw me and said, which kind of guy fine like this? Just too funny shared that his charm has always drawn women in, jokingly describing himself as the finest comedian in Nigeria. I be fine boy now, who fine pass me? Mention one comedian who fine pass me for this Nigeria, he added with a laugh. Davido celebrates sold-out shows on 5 Alive tour. Afrobeat superstar Davido has celebrated a major achievement in his ongoing 5 Alive concert tour, selling out 12 venues across North America. After a successful show at the Merriweather Post Pavilion in Maryland, USA, Davido expressed his gratitude, attributing his success to his faith. We did it. We sold out every night and made millions of dollars. If you dream it, it's possible. With God, everything is possible. With all the odds against me, we made it, Davido said before cutting the celebratory cake. The 5 Alive tour has been a resounding success with Davido, joining an elite group of Nigerian artists to have performed at Canada's Scotia Bank area, a 19,000 capacity venue. Jamaica slams modern feminism, says movement now promotes double standards. Veteran Nollywood actor Jamaica has sparked fresh controversy with his critique of modern-day feminism, describing it as a movement that has deviated from its original mission and now borders on criminality. Speaking in a recent interview with the Echo Room, the 42-year-old actor argued that early feminist movements rightly sought to address societal issues such as patriarchy and gender inequalities. However, he expressed belief that the current wave of feminism has been distorted and promotes unnecessary competition between men and women. He said, I consider it a crime, a kind of assault. The perpetrators of this clearly, I would not name the magazine, launched a clever campaign to push sales. Who were their chief readers? Women. So they devised an ideology that allowed women to challenge the status quo and compete with men in the same space. According to Ike, modern feminism was initially a marketing strategy by a woman's magazine that has since spiraled into a radical ideology. He claimed the campaign encouraged women to adopt a mindset of rejecting men entirely and striving to outperform them in every area. Recap of the major headlines. Free healthcare for low-income pensioners. WAEC under fire as result portal goes down. Torrents of tributes for media icon Doyin Abiola. Sports. Olapade promises unforgettable 2027 African School Games. Entertainment. Abuja Airport incident. Wasiu Ayinde breaks silence, denies alcohol on really conduct claims. I've never toasted any girl. My wife chased me. Josh too funny. Follow us on all our social media handles: Facebook at Ifako Radio, X at Ifako Radio, YouTube at Ifako Radio, WhatsApp at Ifako Radio, Instagram at Ifako_radio. For news reporting, contact us at ifakoradio@gmail.com or call or WhatsApp 091 22 22 7433. Special thanks to the news producer Olanreti Olusegun. Thanks for watching. I'm Olanreti Ololade. Have a wonderful day. God bless Ifako Giant.